Ladies and gents, once again, this bout is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds and is for the MCP King of the Road 2025 trophy and is sponsored by C. Richardson's Roofing and Dyson competitions. Once again, and boxing out to the red corner, it's Magnum Neil Derry. His opponent across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, probably the most active fighter on the white collar scene at the moment. Ladies and gents, put your hands together for Luke Dyson. 5 2-minute rounds for the last time this evening. Over to your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Ian John Lewis.
MCP 4 here at the Meca, myself, Malcolm Martin, the main event. The MCP King of the Road 2025 trophy between Neil Magnum Derry, a regular on the circuit, and Luke Dyson, known throughout the country. Our main event, 5 2-minute rounds.
Round 1.
They touch gloves, and Neil, as I said, a veteran of so many bouts, knows how to look after himself. Luke, have gloves, will travel, will box. He doesn't care who you put in front of him. He'll go all out for the victory. Bobs and weaves Luke. And looks for the big left-right, taking his time. Neil looking to work behind the jab. Luke steps in, uses the left as a rangefinder, drives the right in over the top. Luke stepping forward, looks for the left and right again. He's heavy-handed and he likes to entertain. Neil, as I said, been round the block so many times, knows how to look after himself. Veteran of the circuit. Luke just slowly walking Neil down. And then when he gets in range, lets the shot go again, using that left as the rangefinder, the right to the body. Bobs and weaves. Switches stance. Luke. Neil pouring with that left, looks for the right. Looks for the double jab and then the straight right. And Luke pushes him back. Looks for that big booming right hand. Luke walking forward, looking to tee up these heavy shots on Neil. Neil steps forward with the jab. Ties Luke up with the last 10 seconds of the opening round.
Time.
And you've got to say big opening round for Luke there.
Seconds out. Round 2.
2 of 5. Neil working behind the jab. Light on his feet. Luke waits. Looks for that big right. Neil sees it coming. Ducks under the left as well. Luke throws the third right. Steps away again. Neil working behind the jab as Luke comes in. Steps forward with his own left and right. Luke throws a big left that forces Neil back. Luke bobs and weaves and then throws that left again. Neil grits his teeth, comes forward once more, but Luke's just waiting and then teeing up the big shots. Plants his feet so that he waits for Neil and then makes every shot hurtful. That's what Neil's got to deal with. He's got to be out of the range all the way or have the stamina to do 5 rounds trying to pick Luke off and make him miss. But Luke turns and again a huge left hook. Makes a joke of it and the crowd loved that. That's showmanship right there. And he ducks low as Neil comes in and then looks to come back and fire up the uppercut there. And then, as I said, he's making sure that every shot carries power. He's conserving energy. He's a big built man. And those muscles take a lot of oxygen to pump the blood round. So what he does well is he waits for Neil to come into range, picks his shot, he puts everything into it, but he's taking his time and choosing those shots carefully, except that big looping hook that he set up himself. And he's in his comfort zone at the moment at the end of 2 rounds.
Seconds out. Round 3.
3 of 5, the midway point. And Neil needs to get working behind that jab. As you can see, Luke conserving his energy once more, switching from orthodox to southpaw, and then back again. Looks for the big right as Neil backs off. And that left lands, Neil soaks it up and comes forward again. Luke looks for the big right, then the left to the body. Neil turns. I said defensively, he's very sound. He just needs to get that jab moving more if he's going to pick up the points to get back into this. Luke ducks low to bring the left straight back up. And again, when he does land the left hook, it moves Neil, even if it lands on the arm or the shoulder. And again, he comes up from that movement and then brings the left hook through the channel. Looks for the big right and left once more. Neil steps forward. Looks for the uppercut, but gets caught with a solid left, Neil. Now he took that well, but he got caught solidly there. And the left hook lands again from Luke. Neil comes forward once more. He's looking to take the fight to Luke. And he has to really. He's behind on the scorecards. Looking to go out maybe on his shield and throwing punches. And he's best round for me for Neil so far. Throws the jab once more, and again that left, it only lands on the shoulder, but it's the power that rocks Neil. Last 10 seconds of round 3. And left and right from Luke here. They touch gloves. 3 down, 2 to go.
Quarters, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 4.
Penultimate round, 4 of 5. And Neil still there, still looking to push out that jab and work behind it. He did well in round 3. At least ask some questions of Luke. And Neil just peppering out that jab, looks for the straight right. And Luke bobs and weaves. You know why? He's looking to get that momentum and that coil to put extra into the punches there. And Neil staying in the pocket with Luke now, wondering if a man that well built and heavily muscled is feeling the pace now. That Neil can maybe capitalise and start scoring as he did with that left there. Staying in the pocket with him now, Neil. And Luke moves him aside, and that right lands from Neil. Luke throws the left. Again, Neil building a little bit of momentum here as he did in the 3rd. And he smiles at those heavy punches from Luke. And that left misses the target, but the right lands. Neil soaks it up. And Luke throws the left and right. Coming forward. Neil buzzing around him. Throwing these looping left and rights now, Luke, as Neil comes in. And Neil just beginning to pepper out these little shots. and score the points. It's been his best round so far, round 4. And Luke looks for that huge left again. Neil steps up once more. That left hook from Luke as Neil steps in, ducks and dives. Right overhand from Luke, looks for it again. Neil steps in, little uppercut from Neil. Fifth and final round.
Seconds out for the fifth and final round.
So for me, Luke, all the early running, all the early work, but Neil, kidology here, look light on his toes, still pushing the punches out, darting around Luke. He's had a good round 3 and a good round 4. And again, Luke bobs and weaves to try and get that extra momentum, that extra little bit in those punches. Neil growing in confidence here as he looks to pick his shots, but that's the danger, walking onto a big Luke right hand. Double jab from Luke, waits, moves away from Neil as he comes in. Overhand right and left from Luke. Neil, little cluster punches, that big right again, and it's the power versus the little clusters of punches from Neil. Double jab straight right from Neil, the overhand right from Luke. And the big left to the body from Luke. Couple of uppercuts there from Neil, big looping right from Luke, and he bobs and weaves again, just takes those on the top of the head, tucks up tight, looks for the double jab, and then the big right to the body, doubles it up, throws the left hook, throws it again here. And Neil, those stinging little punches, I said those little clusters of punches.
Last 10 seconds.
And the final 10 seconds of the round. And he's weathered the storm here, Neil. Big looping right at the end, and he smiles, bites on the gum shield and comes back. And there you have it, the end of 5 rounds. I thought Neil got better as the bout went on. And we go all the way to the judges.
Okay, ladies and gents, let's have both boxers to the centre of the ring, please.
Here we go with the judges' verdict.
Let's have a round of applause for Neil and for Luke, ladies and gentlemen. A great way to finish MCP4 this evening here in the Meca in Swindon. After 5 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. We do have a winner by way of unanimous decision. Oh, chill the fuck out, mate. It'd be shit if it weren't, wouldn't it? Your winner and MCP King of the Road 2025 champion, boxing out of the blue corner,
Luke Dyson takes the decision and the title, and that's an end to a marvellous night of action here at MCP4. We've had it all tonight, great show, great matchmaking. We'll see you again at the next one.
Now, just before we go, we're going to hand over to Antonio Barbieri. You fucking lovely. No, please don't. Antonio, MCP4, you had to move from Swindon Supermarine to the Meca due to how many tickets you sold. How do you think the show's gone?
Yeah, really chuffed with the show. Hopefully Meca will have us back for another. Thanks to everyone who's competed, everyone who's turned out. Thanks to you, Tom.
Ladies and gents, once again, thank you to everyone for coming out. Have a safe journey home. We'll see you MCP 5. Before that, we'll see you at Tank Promotions down at Swindon Supermarine. Make sure you're there. If you haven't got a ticket, Rich Loveday's got fucking loads. Go and see Rich. Take care, thank you.
Thank you, my boy. Thank you very much.
We're here with Luke Dyson, Mixed Combat Promotions, King of the Road 2025. How you feeling, man?
I'm absolutely buzzing. I've stopped brawling and tried to take it to boxing now. Trying to pick old habits and bring in new habits. It seems to be coming along all right. But either way, we turn up and we have fun with it. The winning's a bonus. It's an absolute honour to be here.
So, last time I filmed you, we were back in Gloucester, you got a title there.
Yeah.
Now, I've been following you a little bit since then. I've seen that you get a lot of heat from people.
People who don't understand my journey, my motivations, my reasons, or why or where I've come from, my brother. But the opinions of sheep don't bother me. I'm on my own journey, I know where I'm going, I know what I want with life. So you don't stop at every dog that barks, otherwise you never get where you want to be.
So we see you obviously, the shows up and down the country.
Yep.
Are we going to be seeing you back at MCP5?
No, you'll see me wherever I'm getting punched out. If I'm welcome back, I'll be back. And I'll perform the best I can as always. It's an absolute pleasure to be here, and it's an honour to have won the award.
Any message for all the people who come and support you, anyone who follows you online?
Yeah, a massive thank you. I don't really get to see everything. I get a lot of hate, and sometimes I miss the good stuff because of the volume of bad stuff. But anyone who ever does support me or have anything nice to say about me, in any way, shape or form, a massive thank you. And please don't ever hesitate to stop me if you see me out and about, so I've got all the time in the world for you.
Are we going to be seeing you at DKM Plus soon?
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully we'll be back at DKM Plus soon, won't we? Yeah, we'll be back at DKM now, so yeah.
Congratulations,
Bye,
Luke.
boy.
I'll see you again,
Thanks
man.
so much.
Thank you.